What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the absolute best show in all of pro wrestling and sports entertainment. You know what time it is. It is time for the Royal Rundown, and we are here. Yes, it is a Sunday. Yes, it is on the weekend. But if you guys pay attention, it's between two big shows. We had the King and Queen of the Ring, and then we also have AEW Double or Nothing. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about all those things today. As always, I am joined by my sister from another Miss Drade. Miss Drade, what it do?
Hello. Wonderful holiday weekend. Lots of wrestling this weekend, child. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. So much wrestling. Everyone who's watching live right now, thank you so much for watching live on the YouTube channel. Check us out, like, share, and subscribe to this video along with the other ones. We have a bunch of great videos on the Fight Podcast channel. We have a couple boxing breakdowns we had this past week. We also had a great interview. Now we are celebrating the history of some of the Black combat sports athletes, and we're interviewing a lot of them. And the first of that installment, I had Chicago MMA legend Shoney Carter. He joined me on the show. It was a really, really fun interview. Check that one out.
Great interview, by the way, Serge.
You saw it?
It was great, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate you checking that out.
Absolutely.
But we're doing that. We're trying to do that at least a couple times a month. That will always be on Thursday. So we got like these 4 episodes you guys check out from this week. Like, share, and subscribe. But we talking about wrestling today. We talking about good old collar and elbow, and we getting after it. So, Dre,
what up?
We had some shows last night.
WWE.
Couple things happened. One of I think historically it has been one of the primary or one of the fun. I'm not gonna say PLEs, but it was a fun event that has been done within WWE over the last couple of years. It didn't have the same zest that it used to. For those who do not know, the Austin 316 moniker, that promo that he cut was during the King of the Ring. That was huge. Also, if you want to tie in King of the Ring and talk about, and we always talk about in Trips We Trust, young Hunter Hearst Helmsley was supposed to win King of the Ring that year. But unfortunately, he and his boys, the Clique, who actually currently run wrestling. They really do. These are the Clique won. All right, for those who do not know, the Clique won. They beat wrestling. And he was supposed to win, but that was also taken away. So there are some huge things that have happened. We had Bret Hitman Hart winning. We had one of the most infamous ones of all time, King Booker T was there. And then one of our, of course, you got to throw it up there, throw a pinky up on man. But also and get yourself some merch, as you see right there. Beautiful mugs that he has. You could always check us out on etsy.com/shop/the-fight-pac-shop. Thank you for pulling that out today, Trey. But also we're going to talk even about the last one, King Xavier Woods. That's one of the things he always wanted. He got it. But we had
New Day Rock all day.
New Day all day. We had it. They had a great tournament. And Dre, I got to ask you this, because in my opinion, this was they brought the feeling back. And that's one thing I say Triple H and this regime is doing. They're bringing the feeling back. It feels like the attitude there. It feels as if pro wrestling is more important than it has ever been. This, with the tournament, the way they've done it the last about month or so, there has been actual wrestling. There has been great performances, and I think wrestling that the OGs would absolutely be proud of. We're actually seeing these people's talent, and it's funny because one thing that, Voldemort used to say, and he would go out there and always talk about, like, I don't care about, they don't call it, entertainment, right? Sports entertainment. Not professional wrestling. They're wrestling again. The build up to this, in your opinion, how has it been? Do you feel? How have you enjoyed it?
I think this was one of the most. This is easily the most fun build for King of the Ring, King and Queen of the Ring. First of all, in at least a decade. And I'm being nice, I think, when I say a decade. I loved that each match actually mattered. There was extensive TV time brought to it.
Easily a decade.
Easily. Extensive TV time, put sorted. I love that there were a couple of matches that weren't on TV at live events that still mattered at the end, that mattered within the brackets. So that means people can kind of pay attention to these live events. I think that's just, it worked a lot. It worked well in many different ways. And And then I just love the fact that I loved who was in the tournament. I love that there was a mixture of current stars who've already kind of built their name, what I'm going to call mediocre stars that are that are hot, but not quite there. And then newer faces that all either won or lost in strong fashion. I don't think anyone lost in the King of the Ring matches that anyone can say, oh, that just totally lost all their momentum. No, Ilya Dragunov, for example, is still hot. He lost, but but he's still hot.
The
Carmelo Anthony, hot.
Absolutely.
Still very hot. Even Alba Fire, you know what I'm saying? Is that her name? No, not Alba Fire. Who lost in the final? Jesus. Good Lord. Irish girl. Yes, Lyra Valkyria. Thank you. I have to say it twice. She lost in that final to Nia Jax, but she didn't. She's not no one's gonna be like, oh, that just. Yeah, she looked strong. She made it to the finals, and that was her first PLE on the main roster. That was her, first big challenge on the main roster. So I just feel like the King of and Queen of the Ring did a really great job of continuing the stories of new stars, continuing storylines that were happening kind of in the mid card, and then also obviously our new king and queen, I think are good choices, and they get future title shots. I think no one is looking at those two and going,
I like how they did that.
I don't believe this. No, actually that makes perfect sense.
Oh, absolutely. And to be fair, so let's go ahead and, like I said, and jump into it. Okay, we're gonna give you guys the King and Queen of the Ring recap.
Yes.
Let's start off with Queen of the Ring, ladies first, especially because you already mentioned her name. What is Valkyria's first name?
Lyra
Valkyria. She first of all, salutes her, came out there for her first PLE. Her outfit, her wrestling attire, fantastic. Goes out there, the all black with the wings. Yo, it popped. The crowd even reacted to it, which being a Saudi Arabia crowd popping for women itself is a miracle. But the fact that they did was awesome to see. What was that?
I was like, not a miracle.
It was. It really is. But then, she went out there and had a great match. And first of all, let's put some respect on Nia Jax's name. What we have seen ever since she has been back, and she is somebody, you and I have discussed it, and we probably said it on this show before, she is somebody that honestly she's a Trips person. She's a Trips woman, right? We also are a Trips guy. She's one of that regime. And ever since she's come back, she has been safe with everybody, because that's one of the knock on her. She has been safe. She has been safe, but at the same time, she has been devastating. And she looks like a dominant force, and she looks as if someone who needs to be reckoned with and can be a champion. The match itself was
final
great.
Boss vibes. It's giving very final
Definitely
boss
giving final boss vibes.
for her. Yeah, it's great.
But that finish, Valkyria trying to go out there and knock out with the power bomb, trying to pull her out, and then the what do they call it? The Eliminator or the
Annihilator?
I think that's what they call it. The Annihilator.
Yeah.
The Annihilator. It is Yokozuna's old move, where essentially they because she's wildly athletic for being her size, and so was Yokozuna. So what they do is that they bound themselves up on the top rope by their turnbuckle, and they just allow all of their weight to come crushing down on your chest. It was one of the most vicious versions of that. What a finish. The way that she sat there and crossed her arms like Yokozuna was just a beautiful chef's kiss, a beautiful thing to watch. Salute to her. I was so happy watching the emotion come down, her crying, and hugging Triple H. You can tell this moment meant a lot to her, but then turning on a dime and cutting a heel promo. Salute to Nia Jax. One of my
little mirror check, a little mirror check in the camera. That was
Hold on. Let me make sure I'm good.
I love it. I love it.
How did you feel about that match? How do you feel about Nia Jax?
Great match. Fun match. You know what I mean? Again, really great showing for Lyra Valkyria. Really great first PLE for her. I think that's fantastic. Nia Jax, you said it all. I've always been rooting for her. I've always enjoyed her. You always knew that. You always knew it was there. You know what I'm saying? She was being pushed for a reason even back then. And since she's come back, just the work has improved so much, but just she looks more comfortable. She knows who she is. She's like, I don't care what I hear or read anymore. And it is very obvious. Like, so whatever happened on the inside for her is very much showing on the outside. And like that crown looks great on her. It looks great on her. This role looks great on her. I'm actually, I've already started fantasy booking things. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for whenever Charlotte gets back.
Ooh. Let's go.
I don't care how it happens. I just want to see that match. I want this Nia and the Charlotte we get when she comes back. Like that'll be fantastic because I think that is gonna show us number
Charlotte's
one.
A pro, people. That's one thing I think people also had to. She is a pro. I don't care if she had beef with you in the past. She is a pro. And she goes, and that's the thing. And here's the thing: she's not only a pro, she's tough as shit.
That girl, I know she's ahead of schedule with that rehab because every video I see of her working out on half a knee, and I'm like, yeah. So she's gonna pull a John Cena on us in a hot second. So that's why I'm just gonna blink and just, I wouldn't be surprised if we see her as SummerSlam.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I think that'd be great. I'll be honest with you, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if you feel the same way. Look, I love Bayley.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I do. I love Bayley. Who's the other women's champ right now?
Well, as of yesterday,
Liv Morgan. We'll talk about that in a moment. Also. We'll talk about that in a moment. I have it really written right here. But I'll be honest with you. I love Bayley. I think she's fantastic. She had a WrestleMania moment. Absolutely believe that they need to put the belt on and but I don't know they're going to do that because damn it, because Liv is kind of heely right now, and it seems like what they're doing is that they keep one belt with it face heel. So damn it, they're not going to do that. Regardless, I think they should. What do you think?
I think you're onto something there, though. I mean, I love Bayley too. I love and adore her, but Bayley. I think the Nia Bayley feud is that's interesting. That'll be fun. That'll push Bayley too. I want to see how strong she is as a face under that kind of final boss type of attitude that Nia has, right? I think that'll be entertaining for us as the fans. That'll be entertaining. Who wins that title match?
Mm-hmm. Who knows?
And like, to be fair, I don't necessarily I was gonna say I don't necessarily think Nia needs a belt yet right now. I would like for her to grovel in her queendom. I
do too. I would like her to rock that for a while.
Even if the reason she loses to Bayley is because of Charlotte.
Which would be even better. But all right, so let's pivot a little
fantasy
bit.
booking my life away. I know, but I'm just saying that would be fun. That'll be fun.
I told you and Paul Heyman, y'all in cahoots. I know you are. Let's talk about this. Let's pivot a little bit. Let's talk about the men's King of the Ring. The men's King of the Ring tournament also was fantastic. A lot of great matchups. I personally was not happy with one, but now that I've seen where the Yeet Master himself was this past weekend. He was at his kid's high school reunion. Oh, I get why you couldn't.
Graduation.
It didn't happen the way I wanted. He was at, his graduation. By the way,
his son and his nephew.
Who is about to be going to his son and his nephew. Exactly.
Yeah.
His oldest son, it seems as if, because I saw his wife and him seem like they were both rocking Morehouse shirts, mom and dad. Seems like his son's going to Morehouse. Salute to you, young brother. My father went to Morehouse. My granddad went to Morehouse. I am, huge proponent of HBCUs. The fact that he's going there also proves that the Usos are blackety black, and the entire bloodline. They I'm telling you, the whole bloodline is blackety black.
It's very black over.
Rikishi just dropped a hip hop track, which was fire.
It is fire. Like, understand. I love it. I love them. Dudes we love them. We just love them all.
Yo, we are still
all day, every
time.
Bloodline
all day,
all day. Very much.
This new iteration, I like y'all because I know y'all acting, but still. All right. But we had Gunther versus Randy Orton.
Yes.
I think a lot of people really anticipating this match because I think a lot of people wanted to end up seeing Randy Orton against Cody Rhodes in the future. I think that's something that I think people were fantasy booking and seeing. Just to spoil it, y'all, Gunther ends up getting the dub because Gunther is an unstoppable force. How did you feel about it? I'll tell you how I feel about it in a moment, but how was your feeling about the match itself and the result?
I'm going to start with, I also wanted the same result you did.
Yes.
And I also think that us wanting that result was WWE doing their job.
Absolutely. They did
They 1000% did their job with telling that story between both of them. We wanted that result, and they told us throughout the show how injured Randy was. So we should have. So we really are. We didn't even have our lovely analyst.
As much as they talked about how hurt he was, I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
We even turned our analyst brains off because we still wanted Randy to win, even though they told us the whole show that Randy's not 100%. And They did. And so they were pretty much prepping us old school watchers. Don't be so disappointed. They're telling a story here, guys.
Yeah, and that's real.
And they successfully did the job, right? Randy doesn't lose super cleanly either. Gunther.
Actually, there was a little controversy.
Love that.
Shoulders up. Do you feel that was done on purpose?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They wouldn't have shown it twice. They wouldn't have made a deal about it.
Too much of a pro.
1000%.
And so is Gunther. They're both too much of a pro not to get it right.
I love that Gunther is doing this. I like to call this the reset after he lost the IC title, right? This is the reset. Now we have to remind everybody that Gunther's a freaking crazy person, that he's a powerhouse.
And the fact that also, because I was highly upset about Jey Uso because I thought Jey Uso should get this. Y'all don't understand. Highly upset.
No, let me. No, I have to do. Y'all don't understand. Sergio was about to throw things. He was giving up on wrestling for a hot second because the Yeet Man did not win. He wanted King Jay.
My Oos needs
Yo's.
My Oos needs this chip, okay?
He was ready.
Look, the highest seller on WWEshop.com, okay? The Yeet Master himself. He deserves it. Mad. But I'll say this. The fact that he even had one where Gunther even said, Jey Uso had me beat. He literally is destroying everybody else, but said, that guy had me beat, I think is a little nugget. So, again, the storytelling, the fantasy booking, all those things continue. I just want to throw that little nugget out there.
Be patient, my dear Watson. It's all I will always say is be patient, because you say it. They are telling us that. I think they're telling us Gunther will have a championship soon, and then that will be a feud between Jey and Gunther eventually. Yes, but we just gotta be patient, our dear Watson.
Because twice, am I frozen? Okay, no, here I go. I'm back. Twice he has lost for a major event to Gunther, and each time it was because of something else.
Mm-hmm.
One time he had him beat Jimmy, screws him over. Jimmy done screwed him over like 3 times. And then
we need him to reconcile and get over with. Okay,
he's gonna reconcile. I can't wait. I cannot wait. But then also, not only did he end up having that, he goes out there and again, it's been great, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I want to talk about Gunther. He's awesome.
Gunther's great.
Fucking awesome. And this final boss character, and even, first of all, Randy Orton, the pro's pro, he sells being hurt so well that you're damn near have to question yourself. Yo, is Randy really fucked up?
No, Randy is so good. Underrated seller. Underrated seller. Yes. I love Randy Orton. Randy Orton has got the smoothest scoop slam I've ever seen. Like the only
oh my god,
only one that I love just as good as Dustin Rhodes. Those are my 2 favorite scoop slams of all time. Every time I see it, it just makes me happy. It brings me joy. What I was gonna say though is that I do love. I think we're gonna get a rematch between Gunther and Randy, obviously because of how that finish was.
Yep.
And so that'll be another just really good match. I don't know what it's going to be for. I don't know if it's going to be for anything. It just might be just for bragging rights. It'd be because Randy's pissed. Whatever it's for. I love that. I can almost. I think what we're doing again is just building Gunther up. They're trying to let you guys know who Gunther is on the card.
Absolutely.
you beating a legend like Randy Orton is
Yeah.
explaining us what tier. I always talk about the tiers, right?
Speaking of
Tier,
final boss, right? Somebody
yeah,
who is final boss-esque. He's going out there, he's doing his thing.
exactly.
Love what he did. That was a great match. Let's rifle through the rest of these though, because we got King and Queen of the Ring. They're fantastic. Match of the night, arguably Intercontinental title, Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, and Bronson Reed. Yo, cooked.
That's all they was doing. This is what they were doing.
It was such a great matchup. The way
So
that they
good.
went out there, they all went out there to perform. They all understood the assignment. They all did it. And Chad Gable, this heel turn, oh my God. It is everything we could have wanted. He is embodying
Chad Angle.
Up. Yeah, exactly. Just call him Chad Angle at this point in time. He is
your daddy's son.
Chad Angle right now.
You your daddy's son.
I love it. And the fact of the matter is, you can tell that him and Otis are about to fall out. He's already telling old girl to go kick rock sideways. He's having all these things, and
the Creed brothers
and the Creed brothers are they are a force to reckon with, and I cannot wait to see that. But what are your thoughts on that and any other match of the night?
Yeah, that is. I agreed to. I think that is the match of the night. I'm going to always be extra excited for Sami Zayn.
Oh, I thought you were shout the ladies out.
Oh, I am in a minute, but I was going to say we were talking about this match. I am always going to be excited to see Sami Zayn in anything in Saudi Arabia, because I remember the very first few years he couldn't even go there for political reasons and all that stuff. So him being out there representing the way he was and how he always has, personally, like when I worked when I used to intern at NXT, he was there, and he was just one of the most nicest, dopest people to just be around and just be there. So I'm always going to be geeked to see him get that kind of reaction over there specifically. But he's just such a people's type of champion. So I'm going to always be excited to see Sami Zayn do anything.
Absolutely.
I also we haven't talked about this, but the promos that he had to lead up to this match, I was so happy to see that, because I think people forget how really good Sami Zayn is on the mic, because we've seen silly Sammy for so long with the bloodline stuff. But my man's, when he wants to be for real, he gonna look right in the camera and go, "Okay, I'll see y'all in Saudi Arabia. Triple threat. Let's do it."
Hey,
like that
he can turn into Sammy Cena real quick.
And like, it was so nice to see. Also, shout out to Bronson Reed, because I
knew the assignment.
He knew the assignment, and I'm going to say this was his best match on the main roster by far.
Absolutely.
I watched his NXT run. He was great in NXT, but I just think that I don't think people believe him yet. I think we're getting closer to people believing him now. I know he got pinned and all, but he like you said, understood the assignment. Everyone in that match understood their assignment, did it perfectly, did it wonderfully. I agree. Match of the night. Shout out to Sami Zayn for retaining.
Absolutely loved it. Love that one. Speaking of retaining, Bianca and Jade, granted they should have been on the PLE, but they were on the pre-show. I'm okay with it. It is what it is. They did their thing. Their finisher, holy
it's stupid. It's so
shit.
Stupid. It's stupid.
It is what is it? It is like a power bomb into a kick in your chest up into it's
almost
wild.
like a code breaker almost into a I don't know. Don't even we're not gonna do not yell at me. I have the wrong name for the moves. I don't know.
It's all good. It is all good. But honestly, they need to continue being prestige to that belt. They need to hold it for a long time. And also, again, I've said this from the beginning. You do this, not only does it bring prestige to that belt, you keep them together, and it also hides any deficiencies that Jade might have at this point in time. She has an opportunity to learn one of the best performers in the game, and the women's tag team division right now is actually pretty good. She gets to work with all of these women. I mean, her match, obviously, which she did with Nia Jax, that match was great. Even though I love the way it is.
That was great. Actually, I actually love that. it also showed some acting in there too, like her
Exactly.
character work.
Exactly.
I don't want to say acting, character work, right? You know, that's
Yes.
something that, you know,
Acting.
Jade has been able to be very like, I mean, it is acting, but you know, Jade has been able to, I don't want to say hide behind her presence because it's a big
But
presence.
she has, and that's
Right,
okay.
but it's a big
That's
presence,
okay.
and that's okay. So for her to we got a, you know, they used her daughter in it, which I thought was fly. Daughter understood the assignment.
Right.
Daughter
The assignment.
understood. Daughter did her
Absolutely.
job.
Absolutely. Love it.
But that was great. Also, Piper Niven, that match her and Piper
That's
Niven
the one I
did,
wanted. I was gonna say her working with
baby.
Piper also great
Yes,
match. Yeah.
yes, wonderful. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that the deficiencies that people keep saying that Jade has, they are melting away every
Few and
match we
far
see.
between now. Absolutely. But
No,
the thing is,
melting away.
keep her with Bianca.
Yes.
I'd say past Mania. I'll say the
At
next SummerSlam. Honestly, I say give me a whole whatever year. I just got dark over here, didn't I?
You did. It got
Okay, there
dark.
we go.
Okay.
It came. Okay, it's coming back. I don't know what's happening. I was just like, what was that? It'll catch up in a second.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. Here, I'm gonna switch cameras real fast because.
I was lit. No, but I agree with you.
Okay, I had
Keep
to. I'm
Bianca.
back.
Yeah, keep being Jade together at least throughout the year. Like, I
I
mean,
say till next SummerSlam, and then if you want
I
to
would
play
love
some
that,
games
but
and do that, but with Trips, I can actually see him doing that because
yeah,
it's important to keep both of them with the title on them right now, and also there's so many women right now. It allows other women opportunities to cook at the title. So keep
agreed,
them over there doing their
agreed.
thing at the top of the card because it's going to keep them at the top of the card.
Agreed, 100%.
Yeah, let all these other ones. You got the like well again a roster stacked full of incredible athletes and women that are
Zoe
there.
Stark,
Very
Zoe
familiar.
Stark, Shayna Baszler,
Come
like
on.
everybody,
What's
Candice
the one that
LeRae.
everybody likes now? The new the blonde girl that has the most beautiful
Oh, Tiffany
dye,
Stratton.
Tiffany
Tiffany Stratton.
Stratton. Yes, give them
Right.
all
Like there's
opportunities.
a
They're
gazillion of them.
deserving of it. They're so
Yep.
deserving of it. So if you do your job, you keep them over here. They stay at the top of the card, and then still allows the rest of the division to grow. Because I think one thing that WWE has done in the past that has really hindered them, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that they only give a handful of women an opportunity to cook, and then everybody else could be running around for the 24/7 title, and they don't even give a shit. They're just
1,000%.
afterthoughts. Now,
Yes,
if
and they
you
got to be careful. They have to be
yeah,
careful that the women's tag titles don't turn into that. And I think
yeah.
that's
With Trips,
everyone's a
I
little
don't see it
scared.
happening.
I know. We're gonna say the same.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
saying the same.
There, yeah.
I was like, everyone's a little afraid of that, and I understand. We got PTSD, but we have PTSD from years of
Yeah.
watching WWE under a different regime. But in Trips we trust. So we're just, we're gonna. That's why we do. When you see it on the internet, I think when everyone freaks out about a decision or a booking
Yes.
decision or the fact
Yep.
that the titles weren't on the main card. Yesterday, for example, the tag titles weren't. The women's tag titles
Right.
weren't.
Right.
It's any sniff of old regime-ness, we get worried. But
Right.
I think we got to give it. We have to calm down, back it up, watch the whole thing, and then go, okay, in Trips we trust. So far, Trips has not really, I think I've said this last time. There might be booking decisions we disagree with, but it's like at least they still make sense. It was like,
No,
I really wanted so-and-so to win, but I see why we went here,
right.
so we're just gonna just give them
Speaking of one of them, we'll do this quick because so we don't have that much time left, but I gotta talk about this. The actual main event. Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul. I wasn't happy that Logan Paul had this opportunity.
Nobody
But
was.
once you find out that it seems as if that's what Saudi Arabia wanted, they asked for it. So they were like, all right, let's make a great match. And one thing that I
Give them a
will
little
never hate on,
spectacle.
one
Give
thing
them a little
is a
spectacle.
spectacle. And I would never, ever, ever again hate on Logan Paul when it comes to being a professional wrestler because he is a damn good professional wrestler. And he always ends up bringing a moment. And even one of the things that I actually am starting to like about his heeliness is that he takes everybody else's moves. He takes everybody else's moves. So he comes off as just somebody, it's like a video game. Like I'm just spamming moves and trying to do it. So it's almost even insinuating even more that he's like not taking this seriously. Like, I don't care about respect. I'm just taking all y'all shit and I'm
I'm
gonna
just
do
taking
it
all y'all
better.
stuff.
Yeah, and I'm
Hmm.
gonna do it better,
And
right?
I'm younger, and I'm
I
cooler,
got
and
more
I'm gonna just
money
do
and
it.
I'm
Yeah.
ripped and all the good stuff, right? He's doing his thing.
Right.
So, but the match itself, solid match, solid
Fun.
match. And
We
here's the
said this.
thing. Yeah,
Go ahead.
please.
I was gonna
No,
say
I
we
was
said
gonna
this.
say.
We said this when. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Go,
no,
you
you're
first.
good.
You first. You first. You first. You
I
first.
was just gonna say salute to WWE for bringing. They brought back the net breaker off the turnbuckle when Sammy ended up winning the, you know, what I'm saying, winning the Intercontinental chip, and then on this one they had the vertebraker. Like Cody hitting the vertebraker when he teased it, I'm like, they're not gonna do that. And guys, for those who do not know, these are moves that were banned in the WWE. Banned.
Because
That
folks
means
get
Triple H is
hurt.
bringing them back. The fact that Triple H is bringing them back, it just proves and shows how much he loves this game.
I'm gonna adjust that. I don't know if they're bringing them back. I think I'm gonna say he, but he's allowing talent he trusts to do them.
I believe that also. Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
think everybody ain't gonna toss them
No.
moves around. You know what I
No.
mean?
No. Because think
I
about it.
think
Sami Zayn, somebody who's doing this now. I will say, I guarantee you that means we're gonna have seen Kevin Owens doing that exploder to somebody in that damn corner. And I don't know if you guys ever remember to watch this. Kevin Owens used to grab people and ball them up in his chest and literally just chuck them behind them, and they literally go through the ring sometimes. It looks so vicious. I guarantee we're going to see that come back at some point in time soon as well. But salute to them. Great match. Obviously, Cody won, and they even did a good job of making Logan seem like he is a threat.
strong.
And that is all kudos to Cody Rhodes. So salute to them. It was a fun match. Last thing
My
on
only
this match
beef.
before we go.
Like,
Yes,
my
please.
only beef. I did not.
Yes.
I wish Cody just did one Crossroads to beat him, not 3.
I
Logan
agree.
Paul doesn't
But you know
need
what?
3.
I
I
took
get it.
it as I didn't take it as he didn't need only one. I took it as I'm punishing this kid.
Fair enough.
That's how I took it as.
I can see
That
that.
yeah. Because he
And
remember he said
yeah,
he even said in a
he says
promo leading up to him, he said, I'm gonna punish you.
I'm a
To me,
punish.
that was I think that was him punishing him. So that's how I took it.
You're right.
Just
That's
saying.
good.
Just saying.
That was good. That was good. That was good. I was gonna say that Logan Paul. We said this 100 million times. Has no business being this good at wrestling.
So damn good. So damn good.
On the pre-show, Kevin Owens and Big E and Wade Barrett, they all said that he has literally no business being this good this soon in the game, but he is. And like, so those are 3 people who know the business because they've done it. They've done and or doing it, right? I was gonna say that we say this all the time. Every time Logan Paul gets booked against a champion, we get like, why, right? We all get irritated, and then the match happens, and we're like,
a great match.
Shoot, he did it with Roman. And we literally like, why? Nobody wants to see this match by the end of the show. And look, and then we were on the next week, we were on this show going, so that was a really fun match.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't see them giving him the title at any point in time soon because of his lack of, because he's not an everyday guy, right? So, but I will say, but I think that they are going to. He will win another Intercontinental belt. He'll win. They will keep it because you know what. You keep a guy like that on the mid. He's U.S. champ.
U.S. champ.
You keep a guy like that on the mid card to bring in fans, so people are looking at the entire card. It makes total sense. And then maybe in a couple of years, maybe, but they're not gonna give it to him fresh off. I don't believe so.
There's
I think
there's too many people. Top tier.
You got to give it to. You literally got to give it to LA Knight before you give it to him.
No, you genuinely have to.
Exactly.
And I'm cool with it being against him for that or whatever. I don't know however we get there down the line, but there's too many top tier dudes on that roster that need a title shot before Logan Paul does. I wouldn't be surprised because of the name.
Come on.
Yes. But we need Tez to just have some singles matches in Jesus'
Ricochet.
name. But
now, granted, Ricochet does have a title right now. For those who do not know, he ended up winning the Speed title.
It's got the Speed
title. That's on, and look, I wasn't happy about the Speed title. He did say something online that made a lot of sense, though. At the end of the day, they are getting paid to the WWE to have a show, and
Talk
he's
about
the
it.
champion of that
Of
show.
that show.
So if that's the case, you know
Pretty
what?
Rich gone.
Fuck it, let's go. And you can tell he's going through a character shift right now, which I'm curious to see how it's going to be. And he might be the first one. Like, I think a program between him and Bronson Reed might be real legit. It seems
That
like they're
could
doing
do it.
that, and he might be the first person to beat him too, because the way he just speared him in a couple days ago. First of all,
Well,
Bronson Reed is looking
technically,
fantastic.
Bronson Reed lost yesterday in the triple threat.
Not
Technically, because he
Bronson
was the
Reed.
one that
I'm
got.
sorry, not Bronson Reed. Braun Breaker. I'm sorry.
Oh, Braun Breaker. Yeah.
Remember
Oh,
what happened with him and Braun Breaker?
I do. I
I
forgot
feel
about
as,
that.
yeah. So I feel like that might be the first, like to throw a little chink in Braun's armor. I think they'll
I don't.
and because he has a title, I think they might do that. Because I'm also tired of seeing Ricochet get sacrificed to the new guys.
I'm saying because I'm
Keep
nervous.
getting
Like now,
sacrificed.
I'm nervous. No, because did you see? We just talked about this. I got PTSD, so
Yeah, he keeps
I'm
getting
actually nervous
sacrificed.
because I do remember I had that feeling when I
Some of the
saw him
girls
and
better.
Braun. Oh, that makes me nervous because
Yeah.
I hear you. It would be great. We would love that. But if he's being sacrificed and I'm doing this to Braun Breaker, that could be the catalyst to the full blown character change. So I don't want to get my hopes up on him beating Braun Breaker. I'll get my hopes up on him and Braun having a fun ass match because that's what they do, both of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna let Pretty Ricky win that one though.
I'll tell you who doesn't want to get in there with Braun. That's what I don't think Logan wants part of. Because that's a little too much. Because I
Also,
think Braun is getting he's the new he's the new Brock.
you think Braun's the new Brock?
Braun Breaker might be the new Brock.
Because we got to remember Braun Strowman is also back.
Nah, he's not. He's like an Andre the Giant type. He's just a giant. Nah, I look at it like Braun Breaker might be the new Brock. What he did to Buddy a couple days ago, like they're making him terrifying, and I love every second of it. But okay, real quick, I'm sorry. We got to get out of here soon. I want to touch on this. Do me a favor, Dre, bust the list out. Let's do our predictions for AEW Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing, which is on currently as we speak.
Currently, right now, it is on.
It is on. And I'll be turning it on right after this. All right.
Absolutely.
These are in random orders. This is not even the card order, but
you just list them and we'll be doing our picks.
The Elite, which is the Young Bucks, Kazuchika Okada, and Jack Perry versus Team AEW, which is FTR, Bryan Danielson, and Darby Allin, and Anarchy in the Arena.
I'm going with Team AEW, especially because we just had what's it called? Come back.
Pretty Jack Perry.
No, damn him. I'm talking about Skullboy. What's it called? Death Defying. Darby. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Darby crazy ass is back, and I think they're gonna do something with him. So I'm going with them.
So I'm going the other way around. I'm going the Elite. They need a win to continue to establish this new heel-ishness. Right. They're not going to let Okada take a loss either.
No,
not this
he
soon.
Needs a win. You're right. No, you're right. I take it back.
Also, I think Darby is not 100%. The man literally got hit by a car less than a couple months ago or whatever. That's why Anarchy in the Arena is a good match because they can kind of cover some of that stuff up, even though I don't think we're not going to let Darby's going to still jump off something because he's insane. So yeah, the next one for the AEW World Championship, we have AEW champ Swerve Strickland versus Christian Cage. I think they're not letting Swerve lose, but it should be a fun time. Cage is amazing. So,
I'm going with
Swerve when we drive. Yeah, we Swerving when we drive on that one. We have the in-ring debut of Mercedes Moné and versus Willow Nightingale for the TBS title. Are they doing it? Are they going to ship up Monet right away?
You got to do it. You got to do it.
Do they?
You have to. I think so.
I love her. That's my girl.
I think you have to give it to her because you've teased her for so long. And it has been literally over a year of teasing. And I'll be honest with you. The fact that Jade already has a title in the WWE, I think you got to give it to her. I think it's time.
I'm going to ignore. I am going to go a different way. I think this is one match that can go either way, though.
It
I
can
think
definitely go either way
because Willow has really established herself as a star. Like, let's be clear, and she's
she
a
is a
top
star.
baby face type star. Like, they love her. We love her. She's great to watch. She's a great wrestler. These two have good
We are
chemistry in the
talking
ring.
about the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
You already know I agree with you. What I'm going to say, though, Mercedes Moné, is I personally think, by way of shenanigans, it will not be clean. But I think Willow could lose. I'm sorry, Willow could win, retain her TBS title. And I think whatever the shenanigans are, I personally think Toni Storm might be involved.
Ooh. And
And
then we have a
then
program there. I'm not mad at that.
for the AEW Women's Championship.
Makes more sense. I'm here with that as well. You convinced me. All right, next one. What we got?
So the AEW Women's Championship match is Timeless Toni Storm versus Serena Deeb. I think Timeless Toni Storm is going to retain.
Agreed.
Roderick Strong versus Will Ospreay for the International Championship.
Ospreay.
Yeah,
you gotta get it to UK Seth Rollins. Let's go.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be Mr. Will. Williams gonna take that one.
Because I don't know if y'all saw it. He cut a promo a couple nights ago that was it wasn't on live TV. It was afterwards. Woo! That he's good. That boy good.
He is so likable. He's so likable.
He's the best.
And he's just really good. Yeah, he's real good.
So good.
Next is Adam Copeland, formerly known as Edge, our boy. I love me some Adam Copeland. Versus Malachi Black. I love him too. In a barbed wire steel cage match for the TNT Championship. Edge versus Aleister Black, and no, Adam Copeland versus Malachi Black.
I think
I know this is one of them ones.
I'm gonna go. And Malachi Black.
And you know they got Brood Edge, Brood Adam, because you spilled the blood on that man.
I saw
the other day.
I'm going with Malachi. I want to go with Edge, but I feel like that'd just be me being too, being a fan. I'm trying that. This is my upset pick to click, so I'm going Malachi.
Well, I think Malachi needs it more than Adam. Obviously,
I think so too. Yep.
I still think they're gonna.
You can continue building story.
Yeah. I still think Adam takes it. I think he retains.
I'm not mad. I
don't know. That's a hard one though. I can't.
That is a hard one.
That's tough. Next one, Chris Jericho versus Hook versus
anybody else.
Shibata versus Shibata. It's a triple threat for the FTW. I think it's Hook. I think Hook's gonna take this one.
I think Hook gonna get his daddy's belt.
I think he's gonna get his daddy's belt back. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship Eliminator.
Okay.
I guess it's not for the actual title. It's an eliminator, I guess. I don't know. I'm confused on that. Jon Moxley versus Takeshita. Nosuke Takeshita. That big old man with the black hair and the leather jackets. That very, very good-looking Japanese man.
I think they're going to give it to. I think Mox is going to get it, but it'd be so good if they gave it to Takeshita.
Yeah, I'm actually confused because I know that Mox is he's the current IWGP World Heavyweight Championship for New Japan.
Right, that is interesting.
But it says eliminator, so I actually think they might let Takeshita win this one because if it's an eliminator, that means Takeshita gets a championship match with him later down the road, probably at a New Japan show.
Oh man. Okay.
There's that. Next one, Orange Cassidy versus Trent Beretta. It's the feud of the best friends.
I'm going Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, I'm going with Juice too. I'm going with OJ as well.
I'm going OJ.
For the United Trios Championships, we've got the Bang Bang Gang, which is Jay White and Austin and Colton Gunn versus Death Triangle, which is back. I'm sorry, I meant to say how lit I am about Death Triangle being back. Pac, Rey Fenix, Penta El Zero Miedo. Or I'm sorry, El Zero M.
We already know where I'm going with it. I'm going with Penta and them. Because Penta is what I'm.
We went Penta Pac and them.
I'm going with Penta Pac and them. Okay. Because those are my guys. Hey, Zero Miedo in this bitch all day. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing.
Yeah, we on that. Definitely. Absolutely. And then lovely little match here. Thunder Rosa versus Deonna Purrazzo. That should be a good match.
Ooh.
Ooh. I think they're gonna give it to Thunder Rosa. Even though I like Deanna, I like her a lot. I would prefer Deanna to win.
I think Thunder Rosa gonna get it.
Yeah.
I just the way that they usually cook, I can definitely see that happening.
I'm gonna be rooting for Deanna, but I think Thunder's gonna take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So last but not least, here we have the acclaim. Oh, this I know was on the pre-show. So who knows? If y'all know who won already, let us know. But the acclaimed and Daddy Ass.
Yeah.
Versus Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony.
Hey, hold up, just to let you know, currently Adam Cole. Wait up, is this a new one or is this an old one?
What'd he do?
Wait, we got Double or Nothing, right?
Yes, Double or Nothing. What happened?
He's cutting a hell of a promo, holding out his mask, holding out the devil mask, and all of a sudden somebody's coming back.
As MJF, probably.
I'm giving y'all a play-by-play right now.
This is happening.
We are getting he's walking through somebody's house.
Oh, is he at MJF's house?
No, MJF is in MJ. It looks like MJF is in his own house. He's grabbing a ring.
Oh, he's grabbing the ring.
We're looking at all of his paraphernalia, things that he has done forever. We are looking at a man looking at a suit. We don't see who he's looking at is from first-person shooter perspective.
You better give us a play-by-play.
There is a picture of, oh my goodness, it's a torn picture of the two of them together, and it just cuts to black. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
The drama.
MJF is back. The drama of it all. Adam Cole, he's looking around, and here he is. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. We got wrestling to watch.
Yes.
Because MJF literally is walking back in the room. Yep, he walked out. Crowd is going nuts, and he has on a what is this? Oh, he rocking a leather denim jacket thing with no shirt on, and he got he looked like he just walked out the tanning bed. He is damn near looking green. He's so tanned.
Let me get this on my TV, brother. But yes.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the show. AEW Double or Nothing should be great. And we'll
be back this
wrestling. And
we'll be back this week to talk about the show.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. With that being said, we are going to leave you guys with some wise words for one of the best sneaker connoisseurs in all of the land. We are talking none other than Joey Crack himself.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's price